So as I said at the start of the show, folks, lots of hope that this month, May, we'll be able to shake off that April decline. Now, if history is a guide, and obviously it is, particularly for investors, well, nobody knows about the history of the market more than my next guest. I want to bring in Stock Traders Almanac Editor-in-Chief Jeffrey Hirsch. And Jeffrey, this is a great table that you've had. You share with your subscribers. You're sharing it with us. So we're talking about a great first quarter, right?
Up Q1s, big Q1s.
Strong and down in April. And so we're going to focus on where we go from here the last 8 months, because it doesn't look too bad, but there are some bright red spots there.
You see some more red there in the middle of that section, even May and Q2, Q3. I mean, this is the worst 6 months, the sell in May period. But unless you have a serious situation going on with the Eisenhower recession, the double dip in 81, 87 crash, and then the dot-com bubble, you're pretty much looking
at very unique. I mean, they had some unique characteristics. We're not talking about a dot-com bubble right now.
No.
Right? We're not talking about...
an AI tech boom right now.
Okay. So then we should feel pretty good about maybe even taking advantage of red in these
or at least being patient.
Okay.
Waiting for the fatter
Don't panic.
Like your friend Warren Buffett you were talking about earlier. A little cash, little bonds. There's lots of interest rates out there to get a hold of.
So you sitting on a 189 bill too?
Yeah, no, not quite. But I'm sitting in some cash.
Okay, cool. Is it more than normal, your cash position?
Not for this time of year for us. We had our MACD seasonal sell signal for the best 6 months on April 2nd, so we're pretty pleased with the timing system and the seasonality right now.
All right, speaking of seasonality, you know, we talked a lot about this in the past, particularly, this is for presidential years, right? So
just election years, yeah.
We were ahead of the game, we pulled back, which is fine, and now we're starting to move here right now.
You can see still a little more weakness here going through, Memorial Day, the end of May. But the thing that we're concerned with this, last 7 months being up, there's a lot of headwinds right now. There's a lot of things we're concerned about: the Fed, interest rates, a couple of wars going on. So we think that might be a little softer than this average line here.
So maybe like this then?
Yeah.
But still the bias to the upside.
Bias to the upside. We're still looking at 8 to 15% as our year-end outlook for the year.
Okay. So now let's talk about some other things, because your recap here, again, your outlook. You talked about the soft landing. You still in the soft?
I still see it. I think the landing gear's been
still soft landing.
Out.
So that means obviously we're going to get at least 2 rate cuts then. Maybe
at least 2, maybe
really
at least 1, maybe 2. Maybe I mean, the Fed's data dependent. They're looking at things, but we have seen the moderation. We did get a softer job data.
Right. What worries you then right now? What are you most concerned about?
The 10-year, some sort of uptick in some of the economic numbers, and something, unpleasant going on outside, exogenous event kind of thing.
Let me tap your brilliance with 3 stocks that are sort of coming into the week. Earnings, Disney in the morning.
We're out of Disney.
You're out of Disney?
It's rich. I see better opportunities elsewhere.
Okay, I'm not sure what APPL is. I think my Tourette's or whatever you call it. So let's just say AAPL, Apple. Buffett sold 13% of his position. He still owns gobs of it. I mean,
he's made so much money on that. He's taken. He's repositioning in May, like
yeah. But speaking of repositioning, he's talking about repositioning in Tesla. Would you do that?
I'm concerned right now. We're coming up to the end of the best 8 months for NASDAQ, which runs through June. I think both Apple and Tesla have some issues with China. I'm not sure I know as much as Warren does there, but I'm not jumping. I still hold the Qs and the tech positions, but I'm not jumping into Tesla right now. I think they've got some issues.
But you're still long. Overall, you still like tech in general.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's leading the way today again.
It is.
Great stuff, my man. Appreciate it, as usual.
Be good.